Hey folks, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I've got a gift request. Christopher Sanchez, thank you for this gift, my friend. Shelby Lynne's What About the Love We Made? And here's the thing. I did a duet. Shelby did a song with Allison Moore, right? And this was some time ago, maybe a year ago. And it was up for a while. And then I got a notice from somebody that something about the copyright on it. And I had a week to take it down or whatever. And I kind of looked into it. YouTube doesn't give you much information. But that duet I gave a 9.9 to. And that was the only exposure I had to Shelby. So we're going to see what this one is. What About the Love We Made? I don't know the song, so we're just going to jump into this one. All right, here we go. Shelby Lynne. Boop. That piano portends.
That old picture on the dresser goes with your things. The rocking chair in the corner goes with mine. You can take the bed and have the TV, and I'll keep the stereo if you don't mind.
What a voice.
We've separated everything between us. It's the kindest that we've been in a long, long time.
Yeah.
But there's still one thing we've got left between us.
Childs.
And we don't know what to do. I wonder if we thought this through. What about the love we made? She's upstairs in her room, crying over me and you. Lord, we never meant to hurt her this way. We've divided everything, me and you, even her little heart right in two. Now what about the love we made? We've told her at least 1,000 times we love her. And no matter what happens, that won't change. But who could blame her if she won't believe us? Aren't we the same ones who told her she'd never see this day? It feels.
Well, I got to stop for a second. There's this song, absolutely. Anybody who's the offspring of divorce, parents, my parents got divorced when I was a teenager, can insert themselves into this. I was older than it sounds like the girl that's depicted in this song is. You know, I was 18, I guess 17 or 18 when they announced they were divorcing. And my sisters and I could talk with one another about things. And as life marched on, and now that, you know, we're much older, yeah, we've had a lot of conversations with each other about what took place in our parents' marriages. That's why, like, only children are at such a disadvantage in some ways in life, because they have nobody else to bounce ideas off of and, you know, get the composite picture of what took place. It's just one perspective. That's all they get. But as far as Shelby goes, she has such a sensitivity to lyrics when she sings them. I mean, it's no shock to me listening to this that I would have given something in the high 9s. The only other exposure I had to Shelby, which was a duet with Allison. All right, let's keep going because this is very real.
Us both with shame when she told her darling.
Oh.
Now promise me that you won't leave me too. And it was more than I could take when she said, Mommy, if there's something I've done wrong, well, I'll be good for you. What about the love we made? She's upstairs in her room, crying
imagine what this would sound like if they brought fiddle or steel into it. Yeah. Every parent wrestles with that. I mean, that really is. When she said, I wonder if we've thought this through, and then she's upstairs in her room, and it's like, yeah, they thought it through. That's generally the first thing you think of when you're going to get divorced, unless you're an extreme, well, narcissist, certainly, but getting divorced doesn't mean you're a narcissist at all. It doesn't mean that whatsoever. Some people are narcissistic and get divorced and don't feel what's happening to others. And there's another category of person, I call them takers. They don't feel either. But everybody else is aware on various levels of what's going to happen to the children. And usually you think of that first, like, how in God's name are we going to drop this on the kids? Because that's the ultimate sense of failure in ways, because you get married in part not just to share the love and joy of life with another person, but to have family, to raise children. And then the very union that came together to make those children is now splitting, and you've got to tell the product of the lovemaking, the children, that it was a failure. And then you don't want to throw the other parent under the bus, because then you know they're going to throw you under the bus, possibly, not necessarily, but the whole dynamic, psychological dynamic, is it's just hard, just brutal. She could have been a Broadway performer, because she just, not only does she have the pipes for it, but she has the sensitivity of when to hold back and when to release. And I wouldn't not call this a country song. I certainly have no problem reacting to this on the channel. But this could also be crossover. This could go on, regular radio, so to speak, somewhere else. It could go into easy listening. It could. So yeah, this was about the story. And you could tell the person who, I don't know who wrote the song, but the songwriter lived this. This is one of these songs where the songwriter just decided, I'm writing it. And it probably came out relatively easily too, because these are the lyrics that are just so simply true. You don't have to mince words. You don't have to be creative. You don't have to seek like synonyms and just how do I do turns of phrases. This was just a straightforward shot. So, Christopher, interesting choice. And I always wonder, well, sometimes I wonder, not always, sometimes I know, but I wonder why like a song like this, and I think it's your first gift request on the channel, that it would be this song. And maybe just because you want to see me dissect it, and I appreciate that part of it. But other times it has certain meaning in someone's life. And I always hope like a song like this, that it isn't because you're going through it or just went through it or something to that effect, either on the parent side or the kid side. So, all right, I'm going to rate this song. All right, and the number that popped into my head instantly was a 9.2. I mean, her voice and her sensitivity is so compelling. And I wonder if they sort of countrified this song with fiddle and steel, what the composition and production would have been like, but it could have ripped your guts out even more than it did, because I could relate to this song on different levels. Not only as a life coach, when people share with me that they're getting divorced or thinking about divorcing, this is the type of stuff that I share with them, that here's what it'll look like. And but I also went through it with my parents getting divorced, so I understand it. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed that. You can thank Christopher Sanchez for that. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking the country.